In this video, I'm going to be building a rustic doghouse for my Rottweiler Bane, and I'm going to be building it completely out of wood that I milled myself. This is D8 Builds. You know the expression when you do something wrong that your wife's going to make you sleep in the doghouse? Well, I didn't even have a doghouse to sleep in, and this dirt patch wasn't cutting it anymore, so I had to get to work. So I started by building the platform that all this is going to go on. I set out some center blocks stacked as footers, and then nailing together the outer band of the platform. I've been really excited about building this doghouse. This is the first project I'm getting to use my sawmill on, besides the actual sawmill shed, but I already have a video on my channel about that. One of the main goals in getting the sawmill was to be able to build low-cost sheds and barns for our animals, so it's been really exciting to get to start that. But yeah, in terms of money, I really don't have anything tied up into this project besides some nails and screws, and that's really nice. What I'm putting on right now is just some posts for the porch, and the roof line will set on top of that. It looks kind of weird right now, but it'll make sense in a little while. And of course, if you work with a hammer long enough, you're going to end up smacking your finger, and that's what I'm about to do. That never feels good. I'll be treating all this wood with burnt oil, but that day the tank sprayer wasn't working, so you can see where I started but had to stop because it wasn't spraying correctly, and I went back to it another day. Right here you can finally see the dog that we're building this for, and that little pig that you see on the side is Peppa. She's the newest addition to our random animals that we have. Right here I wanted to give a brief thanks to all the subscribers that I have so far. The first couple of videos that I posted I didn't feel like had that much entertainment value, but at the time of recording this we have 46 subscribers, and that was just a lot more than what I was expecting from what I had posted so far, so I really appreciate it, and I pay attention every time that I get a subscriber. I'm screaming to my wife saying, "Hey, got another one," and it's just been really exciting so far. So I just want to say thank you all very much. So in light of me introducing Peppa and Bane to y'all, I would like to do something fun with the comments, and if you have a interesting animal or interesting animal name, I would love to hear what it is. So just leave a comment of what animal you have and the name, and it doesn't matter how many animals you have, list them all if you want, and I'll enjoy reading all that. As you can see, it's kind of finally starting to look a little bit like a doghouse. The walls are coming up, and now I'm putting the roof line on. This little slot that I'm building is going to have two purposes. One's for a window, and then I'll be able to put a window AC unit in it also to just be able to keep Bane cool on some of those hotter days. And now we're on to siding. This was a really exciting part for me. I had never done bead and batten siding before, but I wanted to try it. This seemed to be a really good option for the wood that I was using because it wasn't fully dry, and this kind of lets you be able to put it on a little wet and it shrink down but not show really big cracks. Use these kind of wider boards, and then I'll come back through with some stripping to put on the cracks of the wood, and that'll kind of hide those shrinking spots. This is going to be the front arch for the roof line to go to. It was pretty cool to be able to do some bigger timbers for this and give it a nice look. And now I'm just throwing down a few roof joists. Putting all the roof joists on really brought it together, and it gave you a good feel for the shape that we were going for the roof line. And here I'm just putting on some stripping for the metal to screw to, and then we'll be on the metal. At this point, I think Bane was getting the fact that this thing was being built for him, and he climbed on in and seemed to enjoy it. I'm not sure what you would call these pieces of wood, but it was just something I kind of wanted to do to add a little bit to the front of it, and I like the way it turned out. I messed up on videoing the first side of metal, so I was only able to get the video of the second side. Originally I was going to use some black metal that I was going to buy, but this was out in our woods, and yeah, it was nice and rusty, but it gave a good look to what I was going for, so I was happy with it. For the ridge cap, I just ripped a sheet down the middle and bent it in, and it worked pretty well. This is just some trim pieces that I'm putting on the bottom of the post just to kind of cover up the cracks for the decking. And now it's on to spraying on the oil, and this has two purposes. One is just to keep the water from soaking in when it rains, but the other would be to keep bugs out. They don't really want to have anything to do with it once you spray this on it. When I first put the first coat on, it was really dark, but after a couple weeks of drying out, it lightened up a lot and really showed the character of the wood. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you watching, and don't forget to leave a comment of your pets and their names, and I hope to see you on the next one.